Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, 100% RC, Professor Damian Flowers, and Tyler Wright.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Voice of Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Swift Reynolds. We have Professor Flowers, 100% RC, most so known, and our special guest, Linda Rosa. What's up?
Good evening. Good evening.
Oh, you muted, Linda.
My bad. Happy Taco Tuesday, y'all.
Yes.
Taco Tuesday.
Right, LeBron. That's actually what I had today. I actually had taco pizza. My wife made it, and yeah, it was pretty good.
Damn.
I'm gonna have seconds after the show for sure.
Okay.
Linda, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. We enjoy your content over on IG. You think you do an excellent job. For the viewers, so tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm from Southern Cali, 49ers fan all the way, Niner faithful. I love sports. I did cheerleading for 12 years of my life, so that's kind of like where I got introduced to, watching football. And yeah. Ambassador for Football is Sexy. We're making football sexy for women, educating women on what the game is, understanding certain, plays and things about football that I feel like for women, there's not a whole lot of education out there for us, specifically for us, our spaces for us for football. So that's something I'm real proud to be a part of.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, especially in NFL, they trying to incorporate women more into the sport, and I think that's awesome what Football Sissy is doing for that base. You just do Instagram. Do you do like a podcast or anything like that?
Podcast, not yet, but you can find me on TikTok. Hot Take Hottie _
Okay. Oh, that's on TikTok. What's your IG handle?
Same, Hot Take Hottie _
All right, cool.
Make it easy to find me.
So, right. I know I try to put that in the show notes so people can find you and find all the social media platforms you're on. So you say you plan on doing a podcast? Oh
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. You gotta let us know when you do it, so we come support you and everything.
Absolutely.
That's what we big on here. We actually created this podcast for sports fans, for people like us to come on, just voice our opinion, because that's what we do. Voice our opinion. Just as sports fans. So all right, let's dive into it, shall we? We're gonna start off with some WNBA. Liberty, they beat Minnesota 67-62. And it kind of this last game took away from the whole series, right? So I can have a clip to play for y'all, and y'all tell me what y'all think.
Not a foul. That call should have been reversed on that challenge. Sometimes you get away with stuff when you're physical and aggressive, and they certainly did. It's a shame that officiating, had such a hand in a series like this. I know all the headlines will be Reeve cries foul. Bring it on, right? Bring it on. because they should.
All right, so she
cursed.
said,
She bad.
yeah, I forgot to put a disclaimer in there. She used profanity, so
She's
there you
mad.
go.
Hey,
Yeah.
she's
All
mad.
right, Lynn, we'll start with you, shall we?
I think this was a
Do you
messy
think-
way for y'all to start this show off. But sorry, go ahead.
You gotta know who you're dealing with.
Hey,
Hey, that hold on.
Hey,
That's
RC, come on now.
Ben Bayless
No.
for you. Ben Bayless.
Linda, is that fair or foul for her to say that the championship was stolen from them?
I mean, if you feel like it was stolen from you, it was stolen from you. But the thing is, like, WNBA refs have been known to make suspect calls. So it's like it worked in your favor all season long to get you where you are. But no, I feel like she had every right to, get a little spicy and say she felt like she was robbed. And I feel like she needs to say that because her girls went hard. Like Collier and all of them went hard all season long. And I think they deserve that victory. They deserve the championship title. I'm sorry. I know Liberty really needed it bad, but I really feel like the Lynx were robbed.
All right, I kind of agree with you. RC, what you feel like coming from her saying that?
Well, being that everybody actually watched the WNBA this year, I'm excited. When you start having controversy, that means you have arrived. That means you are here. When people start talking about you, what should have been a foul call? Don't that resembles the men's games? Always crying foul, something's always wrong. So you arrive. I like controversy. Like, I mean, we wouldn't watch. I'm be honest, I wasn't watching. I coach women's basketball. I think it's the better brand of basketball, but I think the WNBA do a horrible job of promoting their league. But it wasn't a foul. Stewie and Sabrina was horrible in that game, and they actually looked like Kobe in Game 7 against the Celtics. He couldn't throw a rock into the ocean, and in the end, he gets the foul call and go makes the free throws, and we win. So it depends on what side of the line you're on. If you're a Laker fan, you're happy. If you're a Liberty fan, you're happy. But if you're a Lynx fan, you're upset. But you're here. You arrived. I like it. It means you look forward to next year, and more controversy brings more people. So
that's right. People love controversy. Ain't that right, RC?
Yeah.
All right, Flowers. Your thoughts, man?
Same as Linda and RC. Lynx got screwed. Shout out to the coach for stepping up and speaking out for our players. Look, I'm a big Lakeisha Collier fan, so it was disappointing to see them lose. I know the Liberty are one of the OG teams in the WNBA, so I feel like the refs kind of swayed, the game going a little longer. And I will say, look, they had an overtime to play out, so you have to put that stuff aside. And it was a bad call, but you still got a game to play. But
hey, Flowers, before you go further, who that remind you of? Did that remind you of a bad call that was made? They went to overtime.
Nah, we're not going to this. We're not doing this right now.
Here we go.
We are not doing this right now. No, it's that's totally different. What happened to us is totally different.
My bad, Flower. Keep going. My bad, brother. Go ahead.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
now.
Man.
How's that different from what y'all didn't get a call, they didn't get a call. Y'all both still have to go to overtime and play the game.
Yeah.
That's
when you gotta drop your nuts. That's when you gotta drop your nuts.
I can come to the defense of that play that happened in New Orleans and lay it all out for you, but we don't have enough time in the show for me to do that.
Go ahead, preacher.
I can break it down. Randy from Voice of Fans in Canada, he said, "Hey, Lena, you down to talk San Jose Sharks?" Yeah, that's Randy. He's our host for our Canada show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he love hockey. He trying to get us into it. Well, we kind of are into it, but
you know what? And I'm not a big hockey fan. If I were, though, I'm going for the LA Kings, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. LA Kings. Not too shabby. I'm an Anaheim Ducks fan.
Oh, really?
I don't know what RC is. Yeah, I love the Ducks. Because of the movie Mighty Ducks.
Right.
And that just sucked me in. And then I found out they had an NHL team. I'm like, cool, I'm on board.
I'm an Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton Oilers.
Oh, yeah, that's what you are. Most unknown. Your thoughts on that last call?
That was a bad call because not only that foul wasn't a foul, but she clearly traveled before any contact whatsoever. And I feel like that the lead they cheated Minnesota the past two games. And how I feel. It was like watching, if I could compare it, it was like watching the Kings playing against the Lakers, what was that, 2002? That's what it felt like playing because, man, Minnesota it was a lot of missed calls on that end. And honestly, I wasn't really happy with the officiating as a whole this season. So hopefully the commissioner would do something about that because I don't want bad officiating mess up the integrity of the game because it's doing so well so far. So, just try to fix wherever you could fix during this off season. But, I'll really pull it for Minnesota because Collier, I think she's she probably my favorite player in this league.
What sports league has great officiating?
That's a great question.
Right. They usually just let them play though. That should have been a no call. They should just let them play on.
Yeah,
no,
but I don't.
Nobody got it.
I don't think. Yeah, but I don't think they could. You gotta put an end to it right now because you're doing it so well. It's gonna mess up the integrity of the game.
Well, they needed Liberty to win. I feel like they needed Liberty to win the WNBA championship anyway.
Good.
Because of the star players they have.
Do you feel like that was like a long-term plot to get Liberty the championship, like all along? Because I've seen people even pointing out that the commissioner was wearing the New York skyline on her dress, even though I feel like they're in New York.
I don't think it's a long-term plot. I just think it's very bad officiating.
Yeah.
Over the past 2 games.
But what league has good officiating?
We ain't talking about the leagues,
but it's across the board.
About the playoffs.
Professional sports don't got good officiating. You crying wolf? Where they got good officiating, bro? The NFL is horrible. The NFL horrible. The NBA horrible.
But sometimes the NFL do let you play on, and so do the NBA, and they should just let the play on.
Ben, like, you just talked about your team getting the worst call in history. Don't get me started with the Chiefs getting all the calls. Don't get me started when the NBA they are basically running with the ball. Okay, so it's about entertainment. They don't care about doing the right thing. Okay, what the Lynx need to do is make shots. You got to beat the officials in game 5. You got to beat the
was a perfect game though, because Stewart was terrible from the field. So was Sabrina. So it's just like it's no way that Liberty should pull this out, but they did because of a little bit of help. I mean, let's be honest, they did get a little bit of help.
They did, most definitely. I agree.
But when you go into OT, it's kind of like both teams start at 0. So isn't that?
See, I don't really believe. I understand that, but I don't really believe that. It's something called momentum, right? Sometimes stuff
at 0-0,
right? Yes, because in your mind, like we should not be in this point. And to be honest, your mindset changes when something terrible happened to you. You kind of have to forget it, but you dwell on it. And I feel like they were dwelling on the bad call, and the same thing with having the Saints. We were dwelling on the previous plays, right? So it's kind of hard to say, "Oh, let's just get over it and let's move on." That's a psychological challenge right there.
But that's where you lose it.
Right.
Exactly. So it's kind of, but that's what I'm saying. You have to be mentally prepared for that moment. A lot of athletes are not. They usually gonna throw a tantrum. They usually gonna get into the ref. That's a hard thing to swallow when you feel like something was taken from you.
Let me say that.
Collier did have not one free throw all game.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's not right.
That's not right.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying. Like stuff like that, it mess with your mental fortitude, and that's how really how tough you are when you get down to the nitty gritty. So that's why I think that those type of calls can drain the life out of you, literally, because you get so emotional, worked up.
Mm-hmm. I agree with
that. Now you're pressing.
I disagree.
So okay. All right, Linda.
Yeah.
I hope you.
I feel like it gives you fuel. It gives you more fight because you're like, no, I shouldn't. We shouldn't be in this position. That makes you want to fight for it sometimes a little harder. That's why you see like a lot of NFL, even college football, they all like completely tank, shut out in the first half, and they come back in the second half. And am I allowed to cuss on here?
Yeah.
Just keep it not the hard.
Yeah, but you know they ball out in the second half because that first half was aggravating. I feel like
I understand that, but I know how I am as an athlete. I will crash out. I have done it in non-meaningful games.
So you mean to tell me I can see you jumping up and down? They didn't call the foul. Listen, I'm gonna run right by your ass and score the touchdown. This is my thing though. This is how I had to realize this in sports. It's about entertainment because we all bet, we all gamble, we all prop bet. When I watch players, like in that Saints game, I did watch this. The momentum did change, but in overtime, you're playing against the Rams with a 50% Ty Gurley. They didn't have a number one receiver worth a damn. They was not just a juggernaut of a team. You had a juggernaut of a team. So what's the excuse of the collapse with Minnesota? You see what I'm saying? It's just
I don't feel like they collapse.
It's the same way with the Niners. We have moments where, okay, yeah, we ain't getting the calls in the Super Bowl, but we still our coach took the ball. I don't want to get into all that, but you get what I'm saying. We still had an opportunity to win. You dig what I'm saying? So you can make an excuse when the coach gets to overtime with the Liberty and the Lynx. I'm thinking now, okay, we got here with the bad officiating. We made it to overtime. Let's get on them. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like they still playing with their emotions on
You
themselves.
optimistic. Me, I'll be a little pessimistic. I'll be like, dang, we fought hard. We going to OT.
Man,
in my holder, I'm screaming.
Right.
Pessimistic, man. Minnesota.
When you say something, that's where that doubt seeps in, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he'll be a little bit more positive thinking than me. Me, I'm like, dang, bro. Like, what we gotta do to close this out,
dude? You need somebody to come pat you on the back and tell you tighten your ass up.
So as an athlete, I'm gonna say this, bro. As an athlete, I experienced that where we weren't getting any calls, and I remember being in the huddle. I was the type that talked on the court, but I really felt like at that moment there was nothing else to say. Like we just got to go play. We here. Like we're not getting any calls, so let's strap it up. Let's go, because it's very noticeable in this bad officiating. It's so one-sided, and so at that point, what do? Do you just stop playing? Because especially in basketball, it's about putting the ball in the hole. So they can't call a foul on the ball going in the hole. You did what I'm saying? So. You just gotta kind of press on and fight through.
New York had 23 free throws attempts, and Minnesota only had 8, and they had more points in the paint.
Hey, but I saw a possession where they were both going back, just throwing the ball all over the damn place, shooting the ball off the backboards. Highlight of it is like bloopers basketball.
But my thing is, between the NFL and the NBA, they could afford that. I don't think the WNBA could afford this bad officiating. It'll turn me off.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. All right. Randy said basketball ref calling is spiraling. The tilt for the Stars is ridiculous. After 2029, Toronto will have more WNBA chips than Liberty, California. So that's Randy talking his ish. All right. We're gonna go on to college, but we're gonna skip college, man. Y'all just want to hear the AP poll?
Yeah, top 10.
Yeah, of course.
Top 5.
Yes. I say that, man, I lose it. Man.
I got
you. I need me an iPad. No, I got it right here. I just looked over. Oregon number 1, Georgia number 2, Penn State number 3, Ohio State number 4, Texas number 5, Miami number 6, Tennessee number 7, LSU number 8, 9, Clemson, 10, Iowa State. So there you go.
Iowa State's in there.
The fighting Alabama dropped all the way down to
Iowa State.
The fighting Brock
Purdy. Iowa State, man. Iowa State should have lost the game because the corner picked the ball off right in the 4th, then drops the ball at the 1-yard line.
Betting, bro. Somebody
and they lost 2. Iowa State beat them by 2 points.
I saw that, man. Something went right with that to me.
I'm glad he dropped the ball. Iowa State. I had that on my parlay, so I'm thrilled. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. But all right, let's go ahead and get into NFL. Hold on. Real quick. We are brought to you by Swift Energy. Yes, you need a little pick me up like I did this morning. Use our code 25% off BOF13 and
do you have it? Do you have any of it? Do you have any of it?
Yeah, I had the samples. I had a couple of samples and I used some this morning and it's good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm looking to create my own flavor soon.
So when you drink it, do you turn into Pop when Pop be doing that bang bang bang?
I feel when I drink it now. When I drink, I feel like Curly from Three Stooges. No.
Oh God, no!
Like, just like just playing.
Some of that stuff make you crash out. Some of that stuff make you crash out, man. Some of that stuff.
Red Bull made me crash, man. I can't drink that junk like that. All right, Jets versus Steelers. I have the score. You know what? Let's do our game pitch rankings. Then we're going to the games. How about that?
Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and knock that out. Cue the music.
Let's see what Randy at, bro.
It's Rowan game back from Gatwood.
Canada stand up.
Bro.
Yes.
Bro, listen. How in the hell am I losing to the Canadian? He don't even watch football. I got a bone to pick with his ass. Who is picking your?
I don't know. So that's what I was thinking too. RC, somebody picking his games, man.
I'm gonna call him. You're gonna give me your list before you give it to me. I need to see it. How in the world? I be studying this shit.
Yeah, right. Randy from Canada is one game back at Gatwood. I fell down to fifth. RC moved up to RC stayed at fourth. T-Right moved to third. So there we go.
Hey, bro. I got a bone to pick with Randy, bro. How in the hell, bro? You got 66 right. And I want to know, you be sleeping the games, Leo. I gotta call him.
Randy said, Randy actually commented. He said, I couldn't agree more, RC. I have no blasted idea how I'm doing this.
Oh my God.
He lied. Randy lying as hell.
What you say? He lied.
But Randy, listen, bro, you need to start gambling. Okay?
Right.
If you have no idea what you're doing and you ain't putting that much thought into it. You got 66 victories. You need to start putting at least a player prop. God, dog.
You need to start doing something. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I had to get that in. All right. The Jets lose to Steelers 37-15. Let's go with RC first.
Oh,
Did Russell Wilson lay the haters to rest?
8-1. There he is, right there. 8-1 hater. That's it.
He laid you to rest.
He laid you. Listen, let me tell you something about it.
He actually did not lay me to rest.
Yes, he did. You sitting down a lot more calmer than you usually. I just feel like this. I'm gonna say this. It's one game. I ain't gonna overreact. I'm gonna treat it just like Andy Dalton with the Carolina Panthers. Let's see if he can keep it going. But I'm happy for him. They look like a totally different offense. My boy Pickens is. I'm talking about. He's happy, man. You could tell that he laid it. So I'm happy for him. But I really don't like the Jets. I really just don't like the Jets. What they did, they tried to put a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound. And so to hear Devontae Adams say that we need to do something better because that's all we've been, basically talking about a team we've been on 2 minutes. And I ain't like that. So more dysfunction to come. But salute to Russ, and we can move on to somebody else.
All right. Linda, what has been the most disappointing thing about the Jets? I want you to talk about the Jets for me.
The most disappointing thing about the Jets is Aaron Rodgers. And I hate that people compare him to like a LeBron type athlete, saying that, when somebody of quote unquote Aaron Rodgers caliber comes onto your team, that it's expected that the whole team is going to cater to and revolve around making, what's going to be the best for that player to shine and be able to make plays and whatever. And I don't feel like Aaron Rodgers is that guy. Definitely it's his fault that Robert Saleh's gone. I think that was unfortunate. I think Nathaniel Hackett should have went instead of Robert Saleh. And, we know that Devontae Adams is there because Aaron Rodgers wanted him to be there. And I think the only thing that's really positive about that is instead of only looking to the sideline and seeing Aaron Rodgers' stupid, disappointed face, now I get to see his stupid, disappointed face and Devontae's stupid, disappointed face.
Yep.
Wow. That's hot right there. Man, all right. See, Linda, I'm going to have to disagree. I'm not going to put this on Aaron Rodgers. He have done some foolish things.
You put it on his girlfriend's mama. Put it on somebody. It's in his house though. Put it on somebody.
No, it's been accumulation of things, right? it has been Aaron Rodgers with snooty attitude, but also been the coaching staff, right? Yeah, they've been incompetent. They had to fire their OC because he wasn't calling the right plays. They get rid of Sirianni. That's part of the ownership. The defense haven't been playing up the par like they used to, like they have been last year. They missing a couple corners. The D line has not been, as dominant as they should have been. They calling not JJ Reddick, but Hassan Reddick to come in and shape up that D line. So it's a lot of problems everywhere, and that mostly falls up on the coaching staff getting that team prepared, and they haven't been doing a good job. They thought Devontae Adams gonna come in and save the day, but I believe he had no catches in the second half. The O-line has been playing terrible. Their running game has been terrible. So the ship got a lot of holes right now.
But wouldn't it be ownership? Wouldn't it be the ownership?
Yeah, I said ownership and the coaches. That's playing all over the place because they helped put this team together, and the team is sinking right now because of it. Go ahead, Flowers. You want to say something? Oh, you okay? You good? Most you got something on your mind?
Say something I can.
No, it was the most you thinking about something.
Man, my thing is this: Aaron, he's the quarterback. He's supposed to be the heart of the team, but to me, he never became. He's the Jets are leaderless. They have no real true leader.
That's it.
Yeah, I feel like Aaron is he's coaching. It's like he's the coach of the team. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know, man. It just they've been playing worse defense ever since they fired Robert Saleh, and I mean, Aaron want to blame it on the media by telling them, hey, we shouldn't listen to y'all, but then later on, like earlier today, you on the Pat McAfee show answering questions about what happened. So I don't know, man. And Aaron needs to go. There needs to be coaching change.
But when have Aaron Rodgers really ever been a leader?
Doesn't matter.
Been a leader. He always had a great supporting cast. He always had great coaches around him.
Why you still playing then? Stop wasting everybody's time and leave.
Because he was the Jets. The only thing they needed last year was a quarterback. But the thing is, they have the grass from last year. Defense had gotten worse. Their back end, Michael Carter, I believe he was out, and I believe was out too.
Well, nobody's ever held Aaron Rodgers accountable. Like nobody's ever accountable. No, I'm saying nobody. Yeah, okay, but nobody, not a teammate, not ownership, say, man, you the problem as well. He's always been allowed to talk the way he wants to and move how he wants. He's a made man. Right. So, but it hadn't produced much. Like I said, he's in that same category. They want to put him up there with Brady, but it ain't even close because you can't. Whenever he's had the best team, he has not won. Okay, except that one time against the Steelers, he caught lightning in a bottle one time. I mean, I can tell you 4 quarterbacks that got 1 Super Bowl. But Aaron Rodgers gets a pass because of the off-balance throws. He was doing what Patrick Mahomes was doing before Patrick Mahomes was doing it. So that's what he's hanging his hat on. And now people are starting to see like, hey, look, that all don't matter no more. What else can you bring to the table? And you're right, most when you say they lack leadership, and it's all the way to the top with them. Like they leadership is trash, like for real. I don't like what they did to my boy.
Look,
who's your boy?
Yeah.
Saleh. Come on home, Saleh.
They defense been worse ever since they threw him out.
He took the scheme out the door when they fired him.
That's it.
He took all his papers with him.
He took it all with him.
By the way,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to say real quick, I thought it was funny, enjoyable to me, even to see Devontae Adams lose to the Steelers 2 weeks in a row. With 2 different teams. Two different quarterbacks lost to him twice.
Yeah, and he's already talking.
You think picking up your best friend? Oh, now all of a sudden you gonna win again, man?
But
get out of here.
She's right when she said that's a great comparison when she said LeBron James, and everybody can't do what LeBron does. Like whether you like LeBron or not, when he does it, it produces. It gives you something. This ain't working. Like you brought a receiver when you need leadership. You need defensive players. You need more than a receiver. You got receivers. You just ain't on. You ain't even on like Mike Williams. Poor Mike Williams, bro, getting blamed for you not taking the underneath guy and throwing it deep and underthrowing it. So.
But I do want to ask Leonard this question. Did the Steelers make the right decision by going with Russ and benching Justin Fields?
I love Justin Fields. I love me some Justin Fields. But Mr. Unlimited just he was smoother out there. I was saying the week before, I was saying how I love Justin. I love how he makes plays with his legs, but the passing game was just rough and hard to watch. And that's exactly what Russell provided is smooth passing game. He's getting those first downs more easily. And as a head coach, if I was Mike Tomlin, I'd rather see that than that anxiety watching Justin Fields scramble.
Yep.
Every snap. So I love you, Justin, but yes, I like the rest this week. And like you mentioned, I it's like with Andy Dalton, I gotta see what he's gonna do in the coming weeks. Is he gonna keep that momentum? Is he gonna fall out? Is he really Mr. Unlimited, or is he Mr. for a limited time?
Yeah,
I will come back to this after the Steelers play against a contender.
Hey Ben, I wanna say this before we move on. Though I do owe Mike Tomlin an apology. I get on Mike Tomlin's ass with the quotes. You know, we making grapes and we take grapes and we make champagne and shit like wine. And he didn't have any quotes for me this week. He wasn't preaching. He wasn't doing motivational stuff. He actually was right about what he did. His decision at the media question, whether he should have done it or not. He was spot on. His timing was great. So salute to Coach Tomlin. Bro, I'm sorry for the past couple of weeks. We're gonna pull you out the grease, but let's see what you do next week.
Right, they had the Giants this week. They want to say I'll revisit Russ after they play against contender, and let me see what he has then.
But man,
I'm not crowning him just yet.
He ain't played since what, Christmas? And to come out, hasn't been, huh?
But that don't bother me none. He's a veteran.
But the come back, throw 2 touchdowns and get 260.
So what contender you want to see him play, Ben, before you can give him the
exactly the Vikings?
Bills, definitely the Bills. If they have him on the schedule this year, I definitely want to see that matchup to see how he got us. Last time I watched, the Steelers got washed in the playoffs. So I want to see the rematch of that with a supposedly better quarterback. All right. Chiefs versus 49. Don't let Linda take the stage. We usually let RC have the first deals.
Go ahead, Linda.
Linda first.
Go ahead.
Let's hear your thoughts on the Chiefs and 49ers game.
This gives me PTSD, like just thinking about it. When we lost to them the first time in the Super Bowl, like I was wrecked. I couldn't even like eat ketchup and mustard because the colors reminded me of the Chiefs. It was like too much, it was like too much for me. I couldn't go to McDonald's. So I don't. Can you come back to me? It's too much.
Let's hear RC cry real quick, and then we'll come back to you.
So Linda, I'm gonna give you some advice, my sister. They don't pay us to be fans. I ain't got that check yet, so we're gonna have to work on you handling this a little bit better because they don't give a damn about our feelings, girl. You hear me? Listen, I had a situation where I told them I was in the tub with no water, okay, with all my clothes on after the Super Bowl loss against the Ravens, and not one 49er called and checked up on me, so we're gonna be all right. The issue with the 49ers is Coach Klein. You know who Coach Klein, Linda, is? From the Water Boy. That's who Kyle Shanahan is. He's Coach Klein. Coach Klein, that's who he is, okay? Just follow me. When he looked across the sideline and he see a coach that can coach, because you remember a play that was Carson Wentz, that was Kareem Hunt, and that was Patrick Mahomes in the same backfield in the red zone. I'm saying they doing all kind of shit. See what I'm saying? He coaching over there. And on our sideline, we're trying, and sometimes I feel like Jimmy Neutron is his other name, has too many toys to play with at times, and he just goes to one and wears it down. But our coach can't coach against coaches that challenge him to coach. He said a lot. But I just feel like the Niners issues, everybody looking at 3 and 4, Linda, we've been there. We're going to ride. The 49ers are the most resilient team. You're 14. The score was 14-12 with not one starting receiver. You dig what I'm saying? And Purdy decides he wants to, I don't know what the hell got into him, start throwing to the other team. I think he got PTSD too, to any team that plays man defense. But long story short, we're not beating the Chiefs while we're alive, okay? We need to make sure Buffalo or Baltimore or somebody get there, because if we see Patrick Mahomes, I'm not watching the Super Bowl. Y'all got to tell me about it, because our coach is scared of Andy Reid, and Andy Reid's a better coach. So, but we're going to be fine, and we're unlike some teams I know, if they're, they 2-4, 3-5, they throw their whole season away. You know how we roll, girl. We get rid on up and keep moving. So we'll be all right.
Yeah. So that's it. My favorite part of the 49ers and Chiefs game was when Patrick Mahomes ran over y'all DB. That was my favorite part of the game.
Yeah, he looked like a black cat getting ran over. It was the craziest shit ever. I was like,
that was crazy.
He let Patrick Mahomes, right? I don't know what he was doing, where he going for the punch out, but Patrick Mahomes ran him over and stood over him. Yeah, he never gonna hit that.
Nasty.
That was just he looked dead at him. And like, yo, this guy's small. Get your weight up.
Dude, I will say this about Pat. Pat is he don't need much to win. Remember, we talked about that before the Super Bowl. He's the only quarterback. I don't even think Brady has that. This dude has absolutely guys out there off the street, and they're a problem. They undefeated. So
they are. Man, I couldn't just get out of my mind that the Chiefs are this good. That can't be. Somebody got to figure it out. All right. Seahawks versus Falcons. Let's go with Flowers. Can the Falcons really count on Kirk Cousins?
I think they can, to an extent, of course. Look, Kirk Cousins is up and down, just like the NFL is. 1 week he's great. The next week you get a team like Seattle that comes back healthy, defensive line's back, pass rush is there. They force Kirk Cousins to making bad decisions. And let me say this is the game that cost me money this past Sunday. So, of course, I'm pretty upset with Atlanta. I thought they was going to take care of business. But you know what? I didn't do it. I should do a better job of looking at the injury reports, because I didn't think Seattle was going to be back fully healthy for this matchup. So it kind of caught me off guard, too. But, it's teams like Seattle. We thought that they were out. They get healthy. They got a pass rush. They got talent. They look pretty decent. So we can't sleep on teams like that. I think Atlanta's fine. Look, they got Tampa Bay next week. They're banged up. I have to look at their schedule, but I'm quite sure they'll still win the NFC South.
The thing about Atlanta is kind of surprising that they don't really push the ball down the field. I don't know. They said Kirk Cousins this season will have 2 or 3 big time throws. So that I don't know why they don't test the secondary more with Drake London and try with Mooney. Mooney can run the goal. So I don't understand why they're not pressing the ball downfield, and teams are taking advantage of all that short stuff they're doing. What you say, Flowers?
Man, they gotta get some reps together. They gotta learn it. We just can't expect these teams to come in 7-8 games in and think that they have everything figured out. So let's just give a little more time and see, can they develop some of these things you're talking about for us. And I agree, they need to go down the field a little bit more, but let's see if they develop it.
Yeah, that's true. Most unknown. How far can Kurt take the Falcons?
I don't know, man, because Kurt, 1 week he looks like Dan Marino, and this week he looked like Derek Carr. So
see, why look? How many quarterbacks are there in the league?
I'm just that's Kurt for you.
Oh man, that shit is funny.
But Kurt could take them to the playoffs, but I mean,
I don't know, man.
It would be a hard 8-9 win season.
I really think they need this game, to be honest.
I do too.
Talking about the Falcons?
To separate themselves in the race in the NFC South. Now they might get a little help since the Bucs are hurt, but they can't drop games like this.
I disagree with that. I think the Seahawks needed this more.
Yeah,
I think the Seahawks, they look good. Mm-hmm. They just look well rested, and Geno is leading the league in passing yards, I believe, with a bad O-line.
Until the Seahawks have had a very easy schedule.
That's
and
true.
and one the
So
one
has
team,
Atlanta.
the
And the
one
thing about
team,
Atlanta though,
But they've been hurt
but the,
though.
but look at how
everybody's
Atlanta
hurt,
have
dog.
been. Look how
Your
Atlanta have
team
been
hurt.
winning these games.
Everybody team hurt, man. You gotta look. You just
Mhm.
Everybody's hurt.
everybody's hurt. Yeah, it ain't just the
Right.
Niners.
But
Everybody
look at
hurt.
Atlanta. How y'all know it's a pattern? Like they've been skating by. They just barely been beating these teams by a couple more points.
Let's not discredit teams, by winning by a few points. These wins are tough.
Yes, and that's a football league. Yes, it's tough.
Week by week, you get it like Mo said, you get a team like Seattle that lost 3 in a row. They're desperate. It was their week. It would do.
But let me ask y'all
Yeah.
this though. So with all the injuries, what he just said about Niners being hurt, so seeing Tampa Bay decimated, that's a significant injury Detroit had. You got players that's injured in New Orleans. They had 7 people out. You got across the National Football, there's a lot of injuries. I think it's going to come down to who has the most depth. And that's the thing that I think when I look at the NFC South, I don't know what Tampa Bay has behind the people that they lost. And that's why I was like, I
Not
think
much.
Atlanta be fine. And if New Orleans and they fan that base just realize when you're 2-4 or 3-5, you still got something to play for instead of just jump. I mean, because it's so
2-5.
early. Yeah, but you still got an opportunity. You was presented with an opportunity last
33-10.
night. Bro, I'm saying most teams who are trying to win and get to the playoffs or win a Super Bowl, if they're 2-5 or 3-4 or whatever that is, they trying. You still, and your division is depleted. It ain't the Falcons might be the most healthiest team in the division, but they ain't went through their adversity. They ain't went through their adversity. It's coming. So
yeah, it is. All right, the Packers beat the Texans 24-22. Man, it was a great game. So this question rose up in Pro Football Focus. They said, who'd you rather have, Love or Stroud? Linda, who'd you rather have as a quarterback?
CJ
Stroud. You ain't have to think about it.
Yeah, but
why is that?
I don't know. I'm also biased to the Texans because they got D'Amico Ryans as their head coach. So a lot of times I'm looking at the Texans thinking, like, is it really CJ Stroud?
Mm-hmm.
Or do they just have awesome coaching?
That's a great point. Well, Nico Collins, he came on last year. He was blossoming into the receiver he is now. Then Tank Dell, he surprised a lot of people. And then they had Schwartz last year and Singletary. So they had a couple of guys that, most people are looking at development into stars, man. Flowers, question for you. Who would you rather have?
You know what? I'm gonna go outside the box and I'm gonna say Jordan Love. Because I feel like Jordan Love is doing more with less. More with less. Great talent. Don't get me wrong. He has a lot of great young talent. I just think CJ was afforded a head start as far as a lot of people didn't know about Nico Collins. I've watched him for the last few years, coming to his own. Then he gets Tank Dell. He gets, all these weapons. And I'm not taking nothing away from CJ Stroud, but I just feel like he's kind of regressed this year, as far as you take Nico Collins away. And I feel like we don't see the full CJ Stroud. I feel like he's not his complete self without Nico Collins. Now I feel like he has to show me more without Nico because I know what he can do with Nico, but that doesn't take away from the fact of the matter that kid is great. I just feel like Jordan Love just does more with less.
That's true. RC, what about you?
I ain't taking no Buckeye. Man. Damn, CJ. Listen, it's year 2. It's year 2, and we always see this with quarterbacks. Rookie season, we're going to see it with Jaden Daniels next year. Can he, when they get the whole book on you, how to stop you, can you still elevate and play at that level? And while he was trying to look at Caleb Williams and be like, stop taking them sack, dog. Listen, a week later, Karma came to see you. So it's like, I'm with her when she say, that's what I've been preaching on this show since I've been on here about put a quarterback in a perfect system or surround him with skilled players and they look a whole lot better than they probably actually are. Not taking away from his talent. I feel that way about Purdy. Purdy's in a perfect situation. He's in a pretty good situation. So CJ is too. So if you look at it, Jordan Love, like he said, is going out there with guys we don't know. And it just keep a well-oiled machine. So I'm going with Jordan Love, and I ain't taking no damn Buckeye. You know I ain't taking no buck out. Yeah, you know how it is. Go ahead, Ben.
Go ahead, Most.
Why
Hey,
shake it?
it's
Grab
all
his
right.
shirt.
I'm
Grab his
gonna
shirt.
just sleep
Go
on
play
it
that.
again. I'm gonna sleep on it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, you keep bringing that Walmart blanket. You keep bringing that damn Walmart blanket on here.
Hey, you still got 30 days. Now you got to do it 25 days to return that blanket.
Yes. If he pull it, Ben, if he pull it all the way up, it's got a tag down there that he took off. He took the tag off.
Y'all funny, man.
So, Most, I'm guessing you going with CJ Stroud.
Yeah, I just feel like CJ does better as far as taking care of the ball better. But man, the Packers, they put that he couldn't do nothing that game. And I lost my bet because of the Packers. I had the Texans win.
I took the Texans, but I picked them to win, but I took I think +3. Cause I knew it was gonna be a close game. And Flower, they ain't crossing my mind that they didn't have Nico. I'm kind of glad it worked out for me. But as you can see with the Texans, first of all, I'll take CJ Stroud over Love because Love, he kind of got a little Brett Favre-ish in him. He had two bad interceptions in that game, which, luckily for them, Texans, they were kind of beat up and everything, and they didn't take advantage of the turnovers. But Green Bay would have probably blown out the Texans if it weren't for how they were playing. Love, he turned the ball in critical moments. So I'll definitely take CJ Stroud because he take care of the ball and he can make the throws. But Stephon Diggs, he was kind of disappointment in this game too, because he put up in that number one guy, right? When Nico went down, he put up in number one guy, and he was like a no-show in that game. So it's a little bit of everything going on with the Texans. And, he had a nerve to come out on video and say, he wasn't going to let that little scuffle slide, that he's going to see them. So I'll definitely take CJ Stroud over Love, though. Randy from Voice of the Fans in Canada, he said, Linda and RC nervous over Ayuk injury. Will the Niners miss him?
Nervous? He ain't been doing nothing.
Right. Linda said, who?
Right.
And I tried to tell John Lynch through the screen. He didn't listen to me. I said, don't spend money on that boy. They want to Butterfingers Brandon so bad. Pay him that money. That contract that he let sit on the table for 3 months. Decided at the 11th hour he was going to take it. You guys fell for it. And guess what? Now he's out the rest of the season. You did that, John Lynch and them. You did that. I said, don't take him. Am I nervous? No. But I will say, with so many of Purdy's other targets going, CMC, we don't know when he's coming back. They said week 10, week 11, week now. We don't know. He saw some witch doctor and we didn't hear from him again. Deebo Samuel sick now. He got the pneumonia, bronchitis, coronavirus, or whatever he got. Juwan Jennings was hurt. I don't know where he's at. We've got these rookies that we're trying to season, Ricky Pearsall and
what I mean,
Rendo running back, who's like sometimes every once in a while has a good game, and it's like, would Brandon Ayuk make a difference if we did have him out there? I don't think so.
I got a little hot take. I feel like Juwan Jennings, he deserved that money than Brandon Ayuk.
I do too. I agree with that.
But Linda, is it weird that we draft a guy that was supposed to replace Brandon Ayuk in the game that Brandon Ayuk goes out, that guy appears back from a gunshot wound? It's a weird season.
It's a part of the script.
Yes, part of the script. Here come Pearsall to take that role.
But I need CMC to come back after the bye week. That'll be really helpful if he do come back.
Yeah.
Well, if it makes y'all feel better, RC and Linda, I've seen reports where the 49ers might be interested in DeAndre Hopkins, Courtland Sutton, and Kendrick Bourne from the Patriots.
Dude, we don't need nobody.
No. I would really take D-Hop. I would not take the other two.
Listen, man, I'm not giving Kyle Shanahan no more players. Do y'all realize we had the Avengers last year and we lost the Super Bowl? I'm not giving Kyle Shanahan no more players, dude. Like you go win the Super Bowl. Do you know what Pat Mahomes has? A Kareem Hunt that was sitting on his couch drinking beer, eating chicken. Okay, that's what he has. He has Juju Smith was on somebody else's team. He on their team now. Kadarius Toney ain't even there no more. They gotta go win what you have. We don't need no more players.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll go for Kendrick Bourne. I think he'll be great with that in that system. But
What
that's just
system?
me personally.
Receiver.
What system?
That's
49ers?
receiver.
He used to play for the 49ers, but this most. Listen,
I understand that.
we don't need no more players. Debo, them boys that's getting paid it's time for them to earn their money. We don't need no more players, most.
Right, cause y'all playing fine without Ayuk. So
he ain't been there.
Go get another receiver. Yeah, right.
I knew when he cut his hair, we was in trouble.
Hey, no lie, that was a red flag for me too.
Oh my goodness. All right, the Lions beat the Vikings 31-29. Man, that was a great game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Awesome game, man. I
bad
took
for
the
my nerves.
Lions +2, +3, something like that.
Took them straight up.
Yeah, dude, it was an awesome game. RC, is Jared Goff the reason why the Lions are so dangerous?
I knew you were gonna come to me with this question. Listen, me and Flowers and others, we've been trying to tell you about Jared Goff. He don't fear nobody but the Niners. Okay, we the only one. The Niners, when he with the Rams, we had his number, but everybody else, including your Saints, he beat. So this guy is a winner. I like him. They scare me. They the one team that don't fear us. They coach is a little bit slower than he is fast because he do crazy shit when they don't have to. But I feel like they are for real. But I got to give props to the Vikings. They are hard to beat. You got to beat them. They are never beat. And so, but Detroit looks really good. And what's going to beat Detroit is Detroit. Watch. Because they do, even in that game, they was doing some stuff. I was like, man, just keep it simple.
Jared Goff is not a winner. So that was false.
Wow.
Also known. Is Jared Goff the
winner.
reason?
You can't just say that they go to me, man.
Come on, Skip. Yeah.
Is Jared Goff the reason why the Lions are dangerous?
Man, so far, yes. But I just think the Lions overall is a good team. And I mean, even without Jared Goff, you got Jahmyr Gibbs, who's been over every time I picked him for the past 5 games.
Yes. You
still got Monse Brown, and you still got a damn good defense. So even without Jared, man, they still a dangerous. That's a hard to beat team up north. You know what I'm saying? But so far he's been the reason why, or one of the main reasons why they've been winning.
And Linda, your thoughts on that question?
Yeah, I think Jared Goff is the truth. Just looking back on the stats from this game, the Vikings were really getting by on field goals. They were relying heavily on field goals to put points up on the board, but the Lions were not. They got 4 touchdowns. The only field goal that they kicked was the one that won them the game.
Mm-hmm.
So
come on, preacher.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I think Jared Goff is the truth.
You got those stats together, Ben. What you gonna do?
Before I go with Flowers. Jared Goff, he has been doing what he's supposed to be doing. Right? It's delivering football. That's why they brought him in there. So I don't think that's why the Lions are dangerous. I think they got Sonic and Knuckles back there. I think that's why they're dangerous. And according to George Pickens, they got a slot merchant over there who is pretty dang good. If he's not one of the top 5 receivers in the league, I don't know what to say. So it's a lot of different factors that giving Jared Goff the ability to do what he need to do.
But isn't that what all quarterbacks need? Skill players?
No, I've seen quarterbacks do something with less. I mean, this is Jared Goff. They gave him all the tools, and they said get to work, and he doing what he's supposed to. He's getting to work. And the one thing I know is that his completion percentage under pressure has gone up. So I give him props for that, from going 40% completion to 50% completion. Congrats. You made the 50%, Jared Goff.
Oh man.
So I think that's a little tell sign that he has improved and he knows his hot read. So that's giving the guy credit for being in offense for a couple years and know what he's doing.
But you're a habitual line stepper.
I'm telling you.
Extremely.
What? What? I just said he went 50%. I gave him props for going 50%.
Go on, move
Completion under pressure.
I can correct this.
Go ahead, Flowers. Go ahead.
You talking about the damn 50%? Okay. For the past month, ladies and gentlemen, Jared Goff is thrown about 83%. He has more touchdowns than incomplete passes, Mr. Swift. So what do you
sir?
over the past month? There's only been one or two quarterbacks other than Jared Goff that have done this. 83% completion rating over the past month. So what are we debating here? The man should be in the MVP debate.
Yep.
That is MVP worthy. Yes, wait. I know he has Sonic and Knuckles back there. Great offensive line, and he has the slot merchant. That's
and
it.
Tails.
Order also, but Jared Goff has one of the toughest 32 jobs in the NFL.
Yes, indeed.
I'm near perfect for the past month, and the Lions look like one of the best teams in the NFL.
He's playing on a perennial loser, man. Come on, bro. It's the Detroit Lions.
I'm just saying, I feel like he's not the MVP. I couldn't put him in MVP race because I don't think he's the MVP of that team.
What?
Who the MVP of that team, man?
I take them down the field. They don't win that game Sunday.
So I got a question.
Amar St. Brown didn't get open. Then
I got a question, dog. How do you see quarterbacking? You look at Daniel Jones, you look at Derek Carr, you look at Trevor Lawrence, you say trash. Then you look at okay, and I agree with you. They hadn't played well, but they don't have the structure. That you criticize a guy who has help and can't see a guy that don't have the help, and it's kind of like I don't know what your idea of quarterbacking is. Like, okay, you want Jared Goff to go out there with nothing and win, so he didn't prove to you that he's a great quarterback because he beat you in an NFC. Hold on, he beat you in the NFC Championship game without a number one receiver and a 50%. Todd Gurley was not Todd Gurley, so he beat you.
The Ram defense beat us. They had a.
But I'm saying he had to score his final points.
And Cooper Kupp.
And then he got to the Super Bowl and almost beat the Patriots. But I just feel like Jared Goff is good, man.
When he lost to Green Bay on Thanksgiving Day, I think he had like 50, 60 yards and 100 yards, maybe 100 yard passing. It just proves to me that if you get pressure on him, he play hot potato and he get nervous and he starts shuffling his feet.
You going back to Thanksgiving of last year?
Yeah, that just that's just one scenario that came to mind. But when he play against people that can I want a quarterback that can stay under pressure. He's not gonna have a lot of clean pockets in the NFL.
Wait a minute. Brian Flores sent everything in the house.
Yeah, he did it well. That's why I said when he under pressure, that's why I gave him props. Under pressure this year, he's up to 50%. So congratulations.
Detroit this year, just because of that reason. I said the Vikings will not beat Detroit just because Flores is going to send the house at him.
He knows it's coming.
Knowing better. But let's be real, the Vikings just don't have a true shutdown corners either. I mean, they got good corners. They got dang good safety, but they just don't have guys that can blanket receivers all day.
Who does?
So, Saints, we have pretty dang good corners.
Man, get out of here.
What? You crazy? Come on now. We got if it wasn't for Debo, they love call home call Debo when they wouldn't play the home call. We had Lattimore top 5 corner. We had Lante Taylor, one of the best.
How many points the Buccaneers put on y'all?
Man, the defense tired, man. They playing most of the game.
The only Lattimore I ever what's the guy that's saying his name? Kenny Lattimore. That's the only Lattimore. We're nobody worried about them
players,
don't
disrespect Lattimore like
bro,
that.
Listen, that's
you
another Buckeye.
49ers right now.
No, I won't.
Listen, you would.
I took one of your players. You see how they're working out? You know who I get him is?
Y'all crazy tells.
He was playing good for y'all, though. Stop that, man. I don't understand, man. I don't understand,
I have
man.
a question for Ben.
How are you looking at that?
Is the Vikings on top 5 team?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right now. It's a guy called Sam Darnold. It's a guy called Sam Darnold over there. That's why.
I'm just saying, you realize Jared Goff been destroying blitzes for years.
Yes. I'm telling you, bro, he Jared Goff
not
rated
what, not what
blitz.
the stats are showing, not his overall stats for his career under blitz, is under
Bro,
pressure.
listen,
Well, I say not under blitz, but under
Against
pressure,
Chiefs
he
on
has
Monday
been
Night
terrible.
Football against Spagnuolo for blitzing him. So
yeah, he beat Spagnuolo.
Y'all talking about 1 or 2 games. I'm talking about overall career. He's not that great under pressure.
what's his career record in Detroit?
What's his what?
What's Jared Goff's career record in Detroit?
Pretty damn
I
good.
don't know.
That's all that matters.
I mean, I thought it was a team thing. Now I thought it was a team.
You singled him out.
All right, let's move on.
I mean, you singled him out. Make the throws, he making the throws.
Hey, Linda, welcome to the show. This is what we do. Hey, listen, we got one on the show that is closest ranker. We iron them. It's closest ranker.
No, you need
I
to throw
will say,
yours in
I will say
the
this about Jared Goff. I will say this about Jared Goff before we move on. It took me a long time to realize that he was not the dude from The Notebook.
Oh, you talking about that's Ryan Gosling?
Yeah, and it took me a long time to realize Dan Campbell was not Stone Cold Steve Austin. But
he acts like
what? And Jared Goff for Lions is not their Lord and Savior. We're gonna see that. All right. Oh, there's a rumor out, guys. Y'all like rumors?
I don't.
No.
I like rumors too, especially football rumors. The Vikings are looking to trade for Matthew Stafford.
What? Ain't gonna happen.
That ain't gonna
Really?
That's stupid.
Yes.
The Rams ain't doing that.
I hope not, because they'll definitely put the Vikings on another level, I think.
I think no disrespect to Matthew Stafford. He's one of those Super Bowl quarterbacks called lightning in the bottle once. I don't think at this point in his career he's gonna go somewhere and just lift him up. I think he got that once. That's it. Sam Darnold is playing just as good as he is. I don't know why they would trade for a quarterback.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. They need a running back.
Well, Aaron Jones been pretty solid.
Hurt. He's been hurt a lot. Stay hurt.
Cam Akers. Well, I think that's why they traded for Cam Akers. Go
Aaron
figure.
Jones played Sunday though. He played.
But I'm saying,
he had a touchdown.
You know, you can always use some go to Tennessee and see if they'll get off of Spears or either Pollard, because they need some depth at that position. Because Aaron Jones, he can go any minute again. So
all right. All right. The Ravens beat the Buccaneers 41-31. Linda, is the Ravens the only team that can knock off the Chiefs?
To knock off the Chiefs? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that first week game was ridiculous. Mm-hmm. They won based off a tippy toe, which was crazy. Like, that should have been a TD. Like, they should have been tied. It should have went into OT. And I think the Ravens would have won in OT. But they've got all the refs working for the Chiefs, so there's that. Yeah. But yeah, definitely. I think. I'm not gonna go into that. I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay. All right, Flowers. You think the same thing?
Yeah, no doubt. Lamar, now he has help. Look, me and you were asking for this help last year. We feel like he's a star, like a running back or a star wideout, and he finally got one. The star that he has behind him now can deliver punishment, and they needed that in the AFC Championship last year. They came, like you say, an inch or two within going to overtime, or possibly going for 2 win in week 1. The Ravens didn't know who they were then offensively. They know who they are now. And as Kansas City continues to try to figure out what they are offensively, because they're a defensive team right now. Lamar Jackson, depending on Josh Allen now with Amari Cooper, it's going to take somebody like that can move around and be special to beat Patrick Mahomes.
All right, I gotta go take the tag with Patrick.
Mahomes, to be honest with you, I think Lamar Jackson is better than Mahomes. Mahomes is one of those QBs that we see do wild stuff, like you mentioned earlier. Swift running over Mustafa with a foot in the chest was crazy. But even looking at Lamar Jackson against the Bucs was like, is he quarterback, running back? He's out there blocking last night. I was like, whoa, what can't Lamar Jackson do? I think he's a better quarterback than Mahomes.
Let me add on to that. Lamar Jackson looks like right now he looks like how he used to look at Louisville. That's how he looks to me right now. Unstoppable.
Very fluid.
Very, very fluent. Throwing, running, everything. Like you can tell, you can't fool him with anything right now. The game is slowed down to him. He can make every throw. He's a playmaker with his legs. He's the favorite outward that me and RC like. He's an improviser now. RC. He's not a scrambler anymore. He's an improviser.
He's elevated his game.
They look great. I feel like that Lamar is front runner. I know I said Jared Goff deserves to be in the running. Look, Lamar probably leading the stable right now. And let's throw Derrick Henry in there too, because look, he scored every time he's played with Baltimore Ravens. He's on pace to break the single season rushing record. What more can I say about the Baltimore Ravens right now?
Exactly. Go ahead, RC.
Not so fast, my friends. Until I see somebody beat Patrick Mahomes and the refs, I will not bet against Patrick Mahomes and the refs. Because you got to understand one thing, too. So all these games right now, I done seen this move before. I wish we could take the football remote and go fast forward and get right to the good part. Because when we get to the good part, it's going to be the Chiefs and the Ravens. And on that sideline again, John Harbaugh is going to have to get to the game and actually be him. Do what you're doing right now in the biggest moments. Can you do it? Can you not ask Lamar to be something he's not? Can you just let this kid, because he was doing this last year, y'all. He was doing the same thing. Yeah, he got Derrick Henry, but Gus and last year they had a great run game last year. All I'm saying is, until I see Pat laying on his back, looking at which I hope and pray one day I can see that. Not die, Pat, but just laying on your back, ass whoop like he looked in the Super Bowl against Brady and Tampa Bay. I ain't going against Pat Mahomes. Not gonna do it.
I don't disagree. I just think about the pain and the grief Lamar Jackson has had to endure over these past years. He's went level after level after level. Look, he remembers that hurt he suffered in the AFC Championship last year. He hasn't forgot that, man. So, that's why I said it's gonna take a special performance. And Lamar is one of the few guys that can give you a performance.
Well, Flowers, if they showing Taylor Swift in that game.
I know.
You can forget about it. All right. Mose, you got anything to add on to that?
I don't think the Ravens have enough depth to beat the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Their defense is just a tad bit shaky. I do love Roquan Smith. Man, the man had 18 tackles. He was just everywhere in that game. But
Chiefs defense is good. He's right.
Yeah.
Mo, did you say they don't have enough refs to beat the Chiefs?
Yeah, my bad.
You just got to outbid them. You just got to make sure you have more money when you come to the game.
I do.
The rest go to the highest bidder.
The Chiefs is a deep team, man. They super deep from starter to bench. I just don't think the Ravens have that. But just Lamar and Derrick Henry, they the 1-2 punch of that offense, man. And it's been exciting to see.
That's a great point he just made, y'all. We got to look at the Chiefs defense. Might be the best it's been. Like they haven't gave up 100-yard rusher since last year, I think. I mean, you see what they did to the top 2 rushers in the league. So okay, that I didn't think about that. Good point, Most. That was good, spot on.
All right. Let's go into our 2-minute drill, shall we? All right. The Broncos beat the Saints 33-10.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about it.
I don't talk about it. There's nothing to talk about. DA still hasn't been fired, so there's nothing to talk about. When he get fired, then we have something to talk about.
Well, you think, hey, so you gonna let Most have the floor?
Nah, he don't need to talk. Nah, he good.
I want
it's all good, bro.
Personally.
There's nothing to say about it. Everything clear coat out and open. We know what it is. All right. The Jaguars beat the Patriots 32-16.
Oh man, they messed me up, man. I'm so sick of them.
The Bills beat the... Oh yeah, they did.
I can't figure out how to bet with them, bro. Them some inconsistent. Sorry.
Hey, when your coach is like, man, these players just sorry.
Oh yeah, well, Gerard Mayo came out and
Gerard
said,
Mayo, oh my
he
the
said
God.
it's soft.
in the NFL.
Sorry.
Terrible.
Soft. Cotton swab.
Well, the Bills beat the Titans 34-10. Ain't gonna lie, Bills give me a scare first half of the game. I feel like, geez, man, they can't get nothing going. The Rams beat the Raiders 20-15. I said the Raiders.
Yeah.
Okay. The Bengals beat the Browns 21-14. We gotta talk about Deshaun after this. Commanders beat the Panthers 40-7. The Cardinals beat the Chargers 17-15. And the Eagles beat the Giants 28-3. All right. So instead of talking about the Bengals and Brown game, that was a big headliner. The fans booed Deshaun Watson. Boo. He's hurt. He saw his ACL pop. They still booing him. They brought the car out. They still booing him. Flowers, what was going through your mind when you saw the Cleveland Brown fans booing Deshaun?
I thought it was tasteless. Look, we all play. Well, I'm quite sure we all play sports here. We've seen injuries. I don't want to speak on Deshaun Watson's, public court, all that's opinionated and all that. I wanted to speak on the football part of it. It's wrong. You wouldn't do that, to opposing teams. If I see the other day, we had a good conversation about this. If Deshaun Watson was winning games, you wouldn't get that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, plain and simple. If he was successful, if the Browns didn't look like pieces of the poop emoji that we see on these iPhones, Deshaun Watson wouldn't have got their reception. So I just think it's distasteful. And it also sums up Cleveland fans and the organization as a whole. It's tacky, it's tasteless, man. I didn't care for it. I said I don't want to go into what he has going on in courts and all that. That's a different topic of discussion. It's just bad luck for Deshaun, man. I hate to see it. I hate to see anybody going through anything as far as it's gonna cause you pain. The man tore his Achilles. Was it his right or left leg? I'm not sure. Like RC, his ongoing process of healing through his as you can't drive. Think of the simple things that you can't do. When you're disabled like that. But I feel like it's probably Deshaun's last snap in Cleveland. I think it's safe to say he's been there 3 years. I think he's 2 years left on his deal. I'm quite sure they'll buy him out or try to trade him to somebody, as a salary dump. I see him getting cut before that because I don't think nobody's gonna take that on. But all I can do is just wish Deshaun well, and I hope he figure out, what's bothering him inside his head, or whatever kind of legal obligations he has going on. I hope he figures that out. But the Browns, the fans, man, y'all gotta stay classy, man. Especially if you want to go somewhere and be a good organization. You won't want nobody cheering Myles Garrett. If he had an injury like that, you won't want nobody saying you deserve it. That's just tough, man. When I seen that man, cry, it broke my heart, man. So, and I wish him well. Hope he figures it out. Cleveland fans, you gotta do better.
That's good.
Your thoughts?
Oh, Cleveland Browns been looking like the Dookie Browns since Deshaun. I mean, it was tasteless. It was tasteless, yes, for the crowd to boo Deshaun Watson. But the powers that be in Cleveland blowing all that money and all those picks needed to get Deshaun Watson, only for him to give the Browns an okay couple of seasons. I kind of feel what Cleveland fans are feeling when they're like, just get this dude off. Get him off the field, anybody but Deshaun. And then the fact that they doubled down on Deshaun is our guy by demoting Winston, who really should have went in when Deshaun was injured. But no, they decided to double down on Deshaun is our guy by demoting Winston. And so I think that kind of fueled what Cleveland fans were feeling as far as their hatred for Deshaun Watson. Again, I think it was super classless, but I don't see them like Flower said, buying out his contract or trying to trade it, like that would be the best situation for the Browns at this point. But I don't know. Right now, they're gonna be stuck being the Dookie Browns until further notice.
RC, what's on your mind?
So I really, knowing that anything I can say, Lord, can go viral. So let me be mindful of what I'm saying. Like the way Flowers addressed it, that's the way I'm gonna address it. The legal stuff, I'm not gonna touch. But I felt some type of way because we can't. History has shown we can't expect. Have the Browns ever handled the quarterback position correctly?
No.
So I don't see why we were surprised and why their fan base is acting like it's the first quarterback that they've ever had that ain't done shit. That's the problem I have. And then I done seen Nick Chubb leg do everything but the right thing, and you didn't boo Nick Chubb because you don't know Nick Chubb's personal business. You have no story, no back, nothing. So, but you do that because you're passionate. I don't ever want to be that type of fan, ladies and gentlemen. I don't ever want to be the type of fan where it's so personal that I'm wishing harm, injury on someone. And I felt like they like you said, they boiled over because, the fans are really mad at the organization that Deshaun paid for it. Deshaun made a bad decision too, and I hope he learns from it. Is he took the money. He thought about the money because of his situation, and it probably added to what he was already dealing with mentally. And now he's dealing with something physically. I think that's one of the Achilles is one of the most devastating injuries you can have. I had that injury. I battled depression. I battled a lot of things that I didn't even know that I had in me. And so he's going to be in a lot better situation than me because he's going to have people around him to help him get through it. But it might be a blessing in disguise for him because there was no other way out besides playing. And now through injury, he may be able to get out. And they may be able to get out. But Cleveland, this is for you. This is why you are where you at as a sports organization. Because at times y'all have shown this. And y'all have handled things totally wrong. You need to look at the bigger picture, and it's upstairs. So that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, and the fans are definitely adding to the Dookie.
Most definitely.
Adding to the Dookie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely. Most unknown. What you got?
Oh, it's so many ways you could look at this, but first of all, what the fans did, that was extremely disgusting. Because I have no respect for people who knock a man when he's down. You know what I'm saying? That man, at the end of the day, he shows up to work, and his teammates love him. As far as we concerned, they respect him and see him as a leader in the locker room. So what the fans did was so wrong. My thing is this with what he's going through legally. If you don't like what he possibly did then stop watching, stop going to the games.
Reach.
Stop putting your money into this product.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it all away.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I do think that he made some mistakes, but man, if he was winning, we probably wouldn't be having this discussion.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, Ben Roethlisberger was, he got lucky because they were winning. You know what I'm saying? And a whole lot of other players.
Mm-hmm.
So this might be hard to hear too as well, but I think this is a blessing in disguise. Because at this point, I'm not thinking about football. Man, go home. Man, stay off your phone about a week.
Mm-hmm.
Get in touch with your religious side, your spiritual side. Do yoga, meditate.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to people that loves you and that really cares about you. You know what I'm saying? Just do all that first and then get into the football aspect of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
because
good.
I don't think he's just the worst person out there. Because there's other football players who've done worse. Well, arguably, but it just, man, my prayers up to him, and I hope he have a speedy recovery.
But I say this on social media that humans aren't fit to play God. We horrible. being God. And so when we try to be picking and choosing who to crucify and who to put here and put there, we just need to focus on being human. And the human experience is tough. Like we a lot of times just go along with what we are told. We don't know the backstory of most of what he's probably going through or experienced.
Go ahead, Flowers.
I wanted to say this one thing. My only question is, do the Browns have a injury clause in this fully guaranteed contract, which allows them to get out? I'm quite sure they have something in place in this contract where they'll be able to get out of this contract.
It's the Browns. So you got to always question, do they know what the hell they doing? Because up until this point, we don't. Because I'm still, what is a Brown? Is it a dog? Because even I questioned the damn the mascot at times, what the hell it is. But I just don't think they're not gonna get no freaking pass with me because it's 39. There was a number 39 different starting quarterback, and there's some names in there that were all world in college. They went there to die. They should have a graveyard of quarterbacks outside the front of the stadium. Instead of
I think we discussed this a while ago. I think Baker was the only Browns quarterback with a playoff win.
Yeah,
and the last one before.
Oh, dang, Kozar didn't have one.
He had one before him.
Well, as far as Bernie had one, but that's like 88. We talking about?
Yeah,
right. I'll just say this about Browns fan. At first I was like, I kind of get it because y'all probably hate the guy because of what he did off the field. But I was thinking like, I wasn't hearing all this noise when y'all signed him. Y'all wasn't boycotting until this guy. The only reason y'all booing him because y'all losing and he's not doing enough for your team. But yeah, that's just classes. Like, you just don't kick somebody when they down, especially going through an injury. You should never wish harm on somebody, especially if it's a sport. You should never wish that on somebody. So
real quick,
Browns caught a big L.
Do y'all remember the Kobe Bryant situation? So it goes legal, it goes to the airwaves, and then Kobe uses it as motivation, and he turns into the Black Mama, and then he's hated, and then he's loved. Humans are not fit to be God because Kobe allegedly committed a crime. Kobe allegedly snitched. But once he started winning again, now we're looking at a symbol of a snake differently. You dig what I'm saying? He's loved. He got statues. So it's like that's why I don't do the whole public opinion thing. Like, man, are you really mad at what he did, or are you mad because of your record? Like,
yeah, they really mad because of the record. If they were winning, if they was like 5-1, you probably wouldn't heard a peep from nobody.
You probably would have had some sign there. We have better masseuse followers here in Cleveland. You gotta understand how fans work, bro. You calling Kobe Bryant a snake? He took the villain and made it popular. Now he's the Black Mamba. It's a snake symbol. Okay, all right. Because he winning championship.
But you know what? Kobe had to, man. Even after he passed, the amount of people bringing that situation. This is why I hate humans.
It's disrespect, bro. It's so disrespectful.
Extremely disrespectful.
You know why most?
And my thing is, if that's how you, my thing is like a lot of these people. That's how you really feel about Kobe. Throw away all your Lakers memorabilia and go the hell home.
Yeah,
I ain't trying to hear all that.
Personally,
Mike Vick still go through that to this day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that man did his time.
Yeah.
He paid his dues.
But it's only. I'm not trying to make this more than what it is, but you gotta understand what I just said about how they view certain people. If they like you and you fit a certain thing that they want to push narrative, then they'll tolerate whatever. But if you don't fit that, they'll beat you to death with it. And my thing is, the average human does that. Once you start to grow and progress and become a better person, those people that keep bringing up what you used to be, they are intimidated about what you've become. And I don't think that I don't want to ever be that fan. That's all I want to say about it. I don't want to be that fan. I don't want to be that person with it.
Tell me about it. All right, let's go over our sporting news. Tua said he won't wear a Guardian cap because of his personal choice.
What?
And he said, I love this game. I love it to death of me. That's it.
What? He said that?
Yeah, he said that.
Wow.
I ain't
You
gonna
know,
lie, them caps are ugly. I wouldn't wear
when
them.
they are.
Shit, this shit is ugly. What are you talking about? This shit is this shit is ugly.
That
What are you
ain't
talking
right.
about?
Yeah. At the beginning of the season, when I heard that they were going to start allowing players to wear the Guardian caps during the regular season, if need be, I was the first person to come out and say, them things look weird. They look crazy. They look like you should be on a yellow bus. Everybody on the internet jumped all over me. But I said, and I predicted this in preseason, I said, Tua's going to be the one that needs to be in a Guardian cap. So when he came out and said this, everybody was sending this video to my DMs. Like, Tua's not going to wear the Guardian cap. Tua's not going to wear the Guardian cap. But I feel like if you're not going to wear the Guardian cap, bro, you shouldn't play. You shouldn't play. There should be a threshold. Like, there should be
for his
limit. There should be a limit. Like how many times you can get a concussion before.
Yeah, I like the idea.
Who on the panel has worn a helmet? Raise your hand.
You said what now?
What?
Who on the panel has worn a helmet? Just tried it on. You can just try it on. Okay. You put a helmet on your head, then you put some foam padding on top of the helmet, ladies and gentlemen. Chad Ochocinco made this point. It ain't really gonna stop nothing once I come down like Mustafa. If it ain't Patrick Mahomes, if I lay the wood, your head's still gonna move, your neck's still gonna jar. It's not gonna save him.
But I think those help. But Tua is totally different because he's a quarterback, so it might lessen the blow if he do hit.
It probably would, but Ben, I don't think so, bro.
But I don't
think so.
You gotta go home.
Let me say this.
He's
right. Go be with your wife, bro.
He's too anxious to get back out there, and I understand he's seeing his team losing. He's saying it's his love for the game and this and that. But
Linda, I was about to say,
that's what this is about. You don't want to leave $1 million on the table.
But can we take another Tua concussion on the field? The last one looked bad too. I had to turn the TV. I had to turn the TV. I was like,
but I ain't gonna lie.
He doesn't know how to do the Joe Burrow slide. He's too anxious to want to take a hit, and it's like, bro.
But that's his decision to not wear it. I respect that as a man.
No, I don't respect that.
Respect.
If you're doing a drug, most, and we said, bro, you need to stop this. It taking away from your family and kid. You I don't care. So you just want to respect your decision.
Let me say that as humans, I get it. Cause we seen what happened to DeMar Hamlin, and that was hard to watch. We don't want nothing to happen to the man. But if he doesn't want to wear the Guardian cap,
it's about life now. It's about life. It's about health. I don't respect people putting their life on the line. I don't gotta respect it. He can do it. I don't care. He can get another concussion, but I don't have to respect the decision for him not taking his health seriously. If somebody overweight and we not trying to help them, they're not taking their health seriously, I don't have to respect the decision for them to keep doing it.
And I don't think that he should be allowed to go back in. That's why we have like the Bucs coach getting questioned as, what's your priority, to win games, or is it the health and safety of your players? Because why are we even putting Tua back on the field at this point? So soon, at least.
Flower, what you got?
Do y'all understand how violent the game of football really is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any given play, you put your life on the line.
Mustafa.
Let me say that. Any given play, you can be hitting the head, you can be hitting certain parts of your body, you can break. Football is so violent. I think we have to stop babying Tua Tagovailoa. We got to stop babying him. We cannot sit up here and watch this game, watch all this malice and something like that. Look, I get the concern. I get it. I've seen worse. I remember Jermichael Finley got hit some years back. I thought he was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay Packers. Thought he broke his neck on the field. Things happen on the football field when you have 22 people running 20 plus miles an hour looking to commit violence. It is a violent game. We have, I get what you're saying, but we have to let Tua as a man decide what he wants to do.
He can play. I'm not saying stop the man from going on the field, but I'm saying that we get what you're saying. But after the history of just taking small hits, the hit he took from DeMar wasn't that big.
I think what Ben's saying is we don't want to see him die on the field.
Yeah, I don't look. Are you getting tired of this man having what you say, RC rigor mortis? Like he got taped. He need to listen to the health officials and say, hey, you might need to consider this. We're not stopping you, but we want you to consider it.
But Ben,
that's on you. That's on you. If you don't take it, that's on you though.
There's where the confliction is right there. We don't want to stop you, but you're clear to play. You can go back out there.
Yeah.
That's the problem. If you
all I'm just saying is I don't want to see a Junior Seau or Chris Benoit later on in life. That's what I'm saying.
That's been that's been going on since football has begun.
But exactly, and that's what. But if you look at it, but why would the old NFL players, they were talking about their health and they were suing the NFL called the injuries, they didn't have good placement to cover the injuries. And they're like, well, you signed up for this.
If Tua was my son, Tua has a father in his life that's and in that culture, the Samoan culture, they're a really close-knit family. I wish his dad stepped in because
I'm quite sure they've had a conversation.
You got to get out now. This is why you got to get out now. The lick he took from Damar Hamlin was nothing. Damar was trying to hold him up. He barely touched him. So if you take in a brush or 20% of what could have actually happened, it's kind of like to me. And then is it me or is it do the Dolphins need to do it for him?
They're not going to do.
I know they're not.
Yeah, I know they're exactly.
Yeah. This has to look. I'm sorry. I feel conflicted about it too, but we have to let Tua Tagovailoa make this decision on his own.
Yeah.
He can make this man for him.
He's a grown man.
Like
I said, I don't have to agree with his decision, but that's his decision, and I don't have to respect it. But something happened.
But he better be glad he ain't my son, because I'll slap shit out of him.
What if he goes to play and doesn't have a concussion ever again? And let's say if he and there's the thought of, man, what if I could have played? It's always a show in this stuff, But Tua, he's been playing football his whole life. He loves it. It's hard to give something up like that.
I get it, but I will ask him this.
Sometimes you have to walk away. Sometimes
what are you playing for?
You love that's hurting you.
I'll ask him this. What are you playing for at this moment? At this point,
he's playing for money.
Okay, so you just got paid, and they've already released the injury clause. I think he would get like $90 million if he retires, and he shows that he has to retire because of the condition that he has. So he'll get $90 million. How much freaking money do you need to go?
How much he leaving on the table? See, I don't think.
Hey,
but see.
But hold on. Let me pose this question. What benefit you to have all this money and you can barely walk and enjoy it? What's the benefit?
I understand what you're saying, thinking about his family, his kids, his future. Look, I get it. If that position paying him this millions of dollars allows his family to thrive in the future, whether he's here or not, I'm quite sure he's satisfied.
But listen,
95 million can get you thrive too.
What's the difference between? Because I heard a guy say this about Jalen Brunson contract. He ain't never had the money. It's kind of like us. If I ain't never had $90 million and you said, hey, I'll offer you $50 million with the potential to earn $90 million. $50 million is guaranteed. And I'm going to take the $50 million with the potential to earn $90 million. I never get it. I don't give a shit. I got the $50 million. If I can't live off $50 million, I need something wrong with me.
All I'm saying is, I've heard players say, "I will die on this field."
Hey, bro.
Hey, but them the same ones that be complaining after their football career is over. Now they can't walk.
But y'all know who have defied this logic? Michael Irvin and Lawrence Taylor. They did nothing right. They did nothing right. You're supposed to do as an athlete. They were high all the time, did everything. And I see them, and they act like they've never played a down of football. They get around better than some of the guys that you look at, like Ronnie Lott and others, man. But it's a good topic.
Let's get through this. The sports news. Desmond Ridder is signing with the Raiders.
Why? Oh, that's Raiders. That's what the Raiders do.
Yeah. Here with the Raiders. Jalen Green signed a 3-year extension with the Rockets for $106 million.
Hey, you know who happy? Who happy, y'all? Who happy?
Yeah, Wood.
Who happy? Not get
P.
Wood.
Diddy.
Not P. Diddy. Go a little deeper. Who happy?
Wait, P. Diddy.
Oh, that woman. What's her name?
Drea Michelle is happy that you hear me, man? Hercules. Yeah, she got the money.
All right. The Lions wide receiver Jamison Williams is facing a 2-game suspension for violating the NFL performance enhancing substances.
Hold on, stop right there. Why is it only 2 games? Didn't he get suspended last? No,
yes.
Didn't he get suspended?
It might just be.
He was gambling last year.
I thought
that was really
for this also once.
Yeah, he did for PEDs. He got spent last year. I think it was a bad test. He's saying it was a bad test and that he appealing it. So I don't.
A bad test. You just dirty.
But not only that, bro. He's 9 pounds 6 ounces. He probably for real. He's a little dude, and he ain't taking it to get big. He's taking it to maybe heal from something he got going on. But
maybe so.
He's a little dude.
All
right. 9 pounds 6 ounces, like a newborn.
Yeah, he is.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, he's a fast baby. All right. So Chris Godwin has dislocated his ankle. They say he's out for the season.
Oh my God, that was horrible to see.
It was
horrible.
Oh
yeah, it was.
Go home to
the Saints have extended Alvin Kamara 2 years, $24.5 million. Yes. Really? Yes, he's not going to the 49ers or anybody else.
That doesn't mean he traded.
Nah, he ain't. We love Kamara. Kamara said he want to tire the Saint, and I think they're gonna let him do it. He's like Breeze. They're gonna let him stay for as long as you can.
A running back? Shit.
Yeah.
They coming
that's
out of
Kamara, boy. You think, boy? That's man, he on.
I was just hoping he hit the market or
hey, 2 years later, he gonna be a Cowboy.
Nah, the Cowboy didn't say I didn't hear it when they had a chance, so I doubt it. All right. Last thing, there's a report the rounds are definitely open to trading Cooper Kupp. So
he been hurt.
That's why they traded.
I know one team they will not trade him to. San Francisco. They not the Rams. And 49ers not making the trade. That Magic Johnson ain't in that offer.
Hey, if he goes to the 49ers, that's crazy. The injured super team. That is insane.
It ain't happening. It ain't happening. You better watch your damn mouth. I see what you just did there. I see what you just did there.
The old and the restless.
Not the old and the restless.
Yes, his car. Listen, but Linda, his car ain't even started running yet. That mouth is his car is stuck in park.
He feeling some type of way. 4-3. That's what it is. He feeling some type of way. Yeah. All right, let's get into our stud and dud. Then one more segment and we'll be out of here. Mo, so you're a stud?
I forgot real quick.
Man, how you forget?
Man.
Who was your stud? Was it
George Pickens?
Wait, I don't even have that clip. Yeah, it was George Pickens.
Yeah, George Pickens was my stud.
Yeah, I have it. Here it is. I had to think for a minute. I'm like, where is it?
Yeah, I'm getting older, man.
Dang, I just lost it. Come on, man. Y'all getting old.
Over the 24, play action, protected. There's your shot downfield towards Pickens. Contested volley brings in at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, that was a decent throw.
Decent,
huh?
That was a hell of a throw.
All right, RC, who your stud?
Ben, you're an aging hater. I'm getting better with my vocabulary. You're an aging hater. Saquon is my stud, man. I think Saquon damn near had 200 yards rushing.
Mm-hmm. Right, and 1 touchdown.
That's tough to swallow. Yeah, in your division against your guys. God. And there goes Barkley. He's already had 2 big runs. Let's take on another one. And he's dragging Giants with him all the way near midfield.
All right, Flowers. So
why did they get rid of him?
Good question.
Right.
And they benched Daniel Jones this week.
Yeah. We didn't talk about that, and we didn't talk about how Saquon went and balled on his own team, who burned his jersey before the game.
They traded the wrong man.
Fuel to the fire.
All right, Flowers. So you're a stud.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yes, sir.
Man, awesome.
Rock Wright lined up as the fullback. Off the right, here's Gibbs. Good run, best run, good move. There he goes. Needs a block. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs and.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the weakness of the Flores defense is they can't stop the run. Kyle Shanahan, Mason was running the ball all over them. He stopped running the ball.
I run it.
Somebody said, I can't remember the other football player they compared Gibbs to, but they say he was like an Alvin Kamara and somebody else mixed together. I was like, I wish I could remember the other running back they said that Gibbs was like.
I mean, the hole he ran through like the Red Sea. I mean, the offensive line is really, really good.
Offensive line is special.
All right. My stud is Josh Allen.
Ball verts down here in the tight red area.
2nd down and 10. Allen looking for Cooper. Touchdown!
Yep, there we go.
That's another team that the Ravens better look out for. Buffalo.
Man, Titans just getting torched, man.
I love it.
Lynn, I don't have a video for you, but do you have a stud of the week?
If I did have to give a stud, I'd be split between Mr. Unlimited, Russell Wilson. But actually, the player that stood out this week to me was actually college player Trevor Etienne with Georgia.
Oh, yeah,
fantastic. 19 carries, 87 yards, 3 touchdowns. We all know that's Travis' little brother. I thought he was balling this week. I would have gave my stud to him.
Yeah, he did. He did a great job this week. Yeah, when I saw ETN, I'm like, hold on, is that Travis?
Not a common
brother?
name.
I was like, you. So I saw ETN, like, don't tell me that's another one. Flowers, who your dud?
DJ Stroud.
Yeah, he was under pressure this whole game.
The sack. Play action, going up top on the short yardage. He's going to run for it and get it.
That's not the play. Here it is.
Stroud. Untouched. He gets to him. That's McKinney.
Stop taking them sacks, dog.
Yeah, he took a lot on, man. I don't know what's going on right now with CJ and the pocket. RC, who your stud? The dud.
The Cleveland Browns are fans.
Yes, I do have that.
Yeah, crazy. He's so happy. Good too, baby. He's so happy. He's so happy. Yeah!
Hey, that man said so happy.
Hey, what did Joe Keenum say? Who wants to go to Cleveland?
Hey, I gotta say this though.
Who wants to go to Cleveland?
I gotta say this though. I feel sorry for his mother, whoever that is.
Man,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Tell me about it.
Dang.
Most who your dud?
Gardner
Minshew.
Yeah. Gardner Minshew. That's right.
Looks like they're going to bring some heat here on 3rd down.
6 in the secondary, 3rd down and 10. Minshew running for his life, chased by Verse, throws downfield. It's picked off.
Listen, I am completely sold on when they bring in Gardner Minshew's that they tanking.
Well, tank.
Hey, he was
with the playoffs.
He was actually in the league in passing yard the first 2 weeks.
Let me say it to you again, sir. When a team signs a Gardner Minshew to start, they're tanking, brother. Come on, man. You ain't thought about you got to understand what I'm saying. He's not a starter in this league.
All right. My dud is Kirk Cousins.
Exhausted, yeah. 3rd down and 9. Cousins looking, hit. Ball comes loose. Seahawks recover.
Hey,
that is taken all the way back
that wasn't Kirk's fault.
into the end zone.
Bro, what are you doing, man? He trying to throw the opposite way of his body, man.
Bro, that wasn't Kirk's fault, man. You got to understand, like, what was he supposed to do in that play? He ain't going to run from 53.
Throw it away. What are you doing? Just throw it away.
24-14. Probably can't afford it.
Yeah, I don't know what down that was, but dang, bro, you can't hold on football like that.
Bro, you're not big and fast. Okay. 53 was on his butt. It wasn't going
Man, so fast. All right, Linda, if you had a dud, who would it be? Is Purdy? That what you about to say?
I don't like the disrespect. I'm not here for that. Okay. Don't come for my baby boy like that. He was nasty.
Your baby boy might be on that bench.
Right? No, I would have said Kirk Cousins, but honestly, I would have to give my dud to Aaron Rodgers. They had a lead in the first half, 15-6. After he threw that interception, your team never scores again for the rest of the game. Like, you let the Steelers score on you 31 unanswered points. Come on now.
Yeah,
he's their leader.
Who you gonna bring in next? Reggie White? God rest his soul. You're gonna find another Green Bay Packer that can play in New York.
Can use here right.
Hey, RC, Donald Driver.
Yeah, pick one.
Nah, they need his center. They need somebody. All right, one more clip. We have where is it? Name that feat.
Oh God.
Oh man.
There you
go. DK Metcalf is appearing on Name That Fit. So here it is, guys.
What the?
If y'all couldn't see that, I got a picture for you.
Is that a second grade project?
I got
on his pants?
Hey, here's a picture. Y'all can zoom in and look up close. It's teddy bears.
I know what kind of it's like a box of Fruity Pebbles. Just
look, I wouldn't even know those teddy bears without the zoom. I wouldn't have known.
So Linda, my friend, I am under the. This is just me thinking out loud that I believe these guys, if you won't wear it broke, why are you wearing it rich?
That was a solid question.
Good question.
Solid question.
If you gave him this in college, if you gave this to him, this ensemble, if you say, hey, go wear this in the hood or wherever you're from. Hell no, I ain't wearing that shit, man. What is that?
Because money makes them feel unstoppable. And by the way, I'm going to call this fit the reverse mullet. Instead of business in the front, party in the back, it's business in the back, party in the front.
That's Lord. Crazy.
It's crazy work right there.
This man, he look like a Build-A-Bear.
Man, he seems like a builder.
I'm not gonna lie, he looks soft. He's looking.
He
soft.
got flammable pants on. Like,
oh man,
he too big to be wearing that, man. He like 6'4", 245.
Yeah. Imagine how crazy it looks in person because he is so big and it's so much stuff stuck to him.
Man. Yeah.
All right.
Who makes the pants?
Right.
It was a Balenciaga. I think it was made.
Oh, bro, listen.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I think
Black people. Let me say this for the show go on. Black people. Stop it, man. Stop it. The long ass name don't mean you got to put it on. They make you a curtain shirt and you wear it. A curtain shirt with blinds in the front. You gonna wear it because it's Balenciaga, man.
Right.
Stop it, man.
And we have a new
hey, can you see Ben, could you see any of us wearing them pants? Like seriously, anybody on this panel? Anybody on this panel?
Right.
Linda too. Anybody put them pants on, they gonna be
on this panel? Probably RC, I ain't gonna lie, I can see you trying to like put some drip together. I don't know. RC more RC more the stylist, you know, he like to dress nice, so I can see them paying
listen,
him.
Bro, listen,
hey,
bro.
Man, go put this
you can tell by listen, bro. I'm flattered that he think I'm a fashion guy. But you can tell by the way I walk, I won't put no teddy bears on my ass. You got to
hey, every time you sit down and squeak.
Do you hear me, bro? Do you hear me? I'm showing up to the party with 19,000 teddy bears stuck to my ass. You got to roll RC. Like, no, man. No way.
Back this saying that somebody used to say to me, a hard head makes for a soft ass.
Yeah.
That's it right there. That's unbelievable.
Well,
so we got some new merch out.
NBA season started, so we're gonna see some crazy stuff.
Yeah, definitely. They're gonna be hitting the runway. All right, we got some merch out. Josh Allen, they had greatness hit the merch store today. So go cop the Josh Allen Day had greatness, man. Our artists did a great job putting the buffalo in the mountains in the back with snow.
You need to take that into a Buffalo Bill fan chat and post it.
Yep.
Man, I posted the Saints design, and man, that's why you saw in the group chat I posted a couple of Saints fans that bought some Saints merch from me. So
yeah, you should do one for the Saints that say they hate winning, but you kind of figure out.
Oh, okay. Okay. Y'all lost too now. Like y'all not looking too high.
I'm just saying traditional losers need to have it. Not just y'all. The Atlanta Hawks need to have that. They hate winning. Just teams like traditional losers.
What the 49ers say? Bang bang.
Bang bang.
Wait,
pew pew.
Remember years ago, the Browns they celebrated when they went 0-16 with Hugh Jackson.
Yeah, they did.
They definitely. Hey Ben, they definitely need a shirt. I don't know what you're gonna put on. I don't know
what they're gonna get. Yeah,
Jameis Winston probably be on theirs. Put Jameis on there.
All right. And we are brought to you by Bet Us. Football is here. College football, baseball, the World Series is coming up. Hockey. Me and Flowers hit last week. I don't know you hit this week, Flowers, but I hit also.
I hit too.
RC hit. So guys, man, use our code for Bet Us to sign up and win big. All right, guys.
I've been hitting on MMA. Check that out.
Look, that's a
ball game. The hell you betting on? How many times they hit each other?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Damn, that's pretty cool.
All right, Linda. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
we had a blast. We had a good time. Thank you for dropping some knowledge. And you did drop a hot take. That was pretty good. And we definitely enjoyed your company tonight. Where can people find you again?
So you can find me on TikTok as well. I actually posted there more than anything. Follow my TikTok, @HotTakeHottie_. Or if you're an old head and you're still stuck on IG, you can find me there too. @HotTakeHottie_.
Gotcha, man. Don't be a stranger. You got to have you on again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. It was
maybe next time. All right. Maybe next time I can be under better circumstances with the 49ers win. Maybe we can get you.
I told you, Linda, he's a habitual line stepper. You need to go. You need to go lay his ass down. That's what you need to go do. Go get some rest.
I feel that.
Oh, okay. It's all love, Linda. It's all love. I gotta give 49ers, Cowboys, basically anybody a hard time. So appreciate you. And until next time, guys, we are out of here.
Peace.
Peace.